Greetings, greetings, greetings. You're now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening, replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 604. Trustee Maxim, perception slash perspective equals reality. These are a little two interchangeable words, so we could say perception is reality or perspective is reality. And it's interesting. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. I want to thank everybody that is attending the workshop, everybody that's all paid up, everybody that's checked their emails so they can actually stay in tune with everything that we put together. Looking forward to connecting with everyone. Once again, business dress is a private event. We'll have security. Looking forward to the families in the room, the families that are traveling across the country, safe travels. Thank you for investing in the vault once again and putting your family in a position to win. Not out here with these people that we've heard over the internet just selling trust, and these guys sitting on the internet telling you that you can discharge your debt, telling you that your birth certificate is everything that is not. And look forward to connecting with you all. So this is one of those episodes we're looking forward to just very calmly and passionately sharing with you all that as a trustee maxim, your perception is your reality, your perspective is your reality. This is a hard thing for a lot of people to grasp because they don't visualize. They're watching too much TV. They got the cell phone sitting in front of them before they go to bed at night. They don't visualize before they go to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't visualize your dreams before you go to bed, how do you expect to manifest your dreams into a reality? People literally go to bed watching other people's dreams come true because they're dying on the inside, because they're bored on the inside. We're not going to talk about the age of mental health because the age of mental health is a perception. It's always been an age of mental health. But now, just because they put it on TV as propaganda, we in the age of mental health? No, we're not in the age of mental health. We're in the age of you visualizing what you want to come true. And this is a tough challenge for people because we've been programmed, ladies and gentlemen. How do you overcome your perception? How do you overcome your perspective if you've been programmed? Ladies and gentlemen, we've been programmed. Programmed by public school, programmed by our parents, programmed consciously and unconsciously. How you think you learn how to walk? You learn how to walk by seeing other people do it. They didn't give you formal instructions. Maybe a few people did, they the special ones. Oh, Trust Christian, where is this going today? Ladies and gentlemen, if you living in a world of fear, you going to manifest fear. If you living in a world of lack, you going to manifest lack. Man, it's hard to manifest what you talking about. What you mean manifest? How am I manifesting and I'm living in I'm living in the situation where I got debt on my back. When you going to start thinking about the alternative more than you thinking about the one that you don't want? See, this is what we bringing in Dr. Bay for. Appreciate Dr. Bay. Appreciate Larissa Humphreys. Appreciate Brent Custer. Bringing in Dr. Bay because he's the individual that helped us. And he always says this to us. He says, Trust Christian, you got to focus on what you don't want, not what you don't want. You got to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. This is a hard pill to swallow for most people. Hard pill for them to swallow. Why? Because they got to let go of their negative stinking thinking. They got to let go of that pain that hurts them so much. Getting up every day and have to go to a job. Instead of just getting up and turning that negative into a positive. Stating this is something that's going to change your life. Stating this is the seed capital. Putting a positive reframe on it. So that's what we learned over at the Vault. We learned how to positively reframe everything that we walk into. Instead of sitting here saying what you can't do, using the word can't, using the word try, you eliminate those things out your vocabulary. You say, I'm doing my best. Are you focused on doing your best? If a job is the best you could do, the job's the best you could do. But if you know you could do more, then you got to focus on doing your best, not focusing on just a little bit that you're doing. These are the challenges that people go through every single day, but they want to say it's a mental health challenge. They're selling the whole wolf ticket out here. Then how you gonna say, oh man, when I get successful, I'm not gonna be depressed? We know who Michael Phelps is. If you know Michael Phelps is one of the best swimmers of all time, as far as the Olympics goes, this man was depressed after he went to the Olympics, after he won all those medals. You got this Simone Biles, this young lady that does gymnastics. Somebody told us the other day, this girl came out with a documentary. She over here talking about she was depressed after winning gold medals. How do you get depressed after winning gold medals, but y'all want to say you depressed and you poor? Because it's a perspective. It's a perception. They got stinking thinking. They didn't count their blessings. You got to wake up every day and count your blessings. That you got a roof over your head. That you still got a nice warm meal coming into your stomach. That you might have some people that they could tell you that they love you and you love them. That's counting your blessings. That's making sure that your perspective is right. How many of y'all get up every day and y'all write a journal saying you thankful to the Most Highs? But they want to talk about some daggone mental health. How you think you going to make it in trusteeship and you ain't giving thanks for being in trusteeship? You ain't giving thanks to the vault. Man, I'm thankful for the vault, ancestors, universe. Why? Because I done ran into some people that ain't telling us no public trust. That's trying to put us under the public system. That's the difference. Some people okay with not being in the public system. Are you giving thanks though? Are you giving thanks for the people that you come in contact with that going to enable you and your family to get what you want out of life? Are you giving thanks for your health? For your health improving every single day, getting better and better. See, it's easy to sit over the internet and watch these daggone, these little clips, these reels, these stories of other people's lives. When you gonna visualize your story of success? When you gonna visualize your reel for success? When you gonna visualize your post for success? When you gonna do that? You gonna do that as soon as you wake up in the morning? Are you doing that as soon as you wake up in the morning? Or as soon as you wake up in the morning, you reach over the L cell phone? Reaching over the L cell phone, clicking on other people's stories. Instead of picking up a piece of paper and reading out your story to yourself. With pride. With thankfulness. With love and appreciation for yourself. And for the universe, giving you the powers that you need to actually execute, giving you the talents that you need to execute. But are you waking up in glee, depressed, acting like successful people haven't been depressed before? You know how many successful people we done been around that they done told you they've been successful and they depressed? It's not going to be no different for you. It's the same process of being made, because most people have been programmed. They've been programmed to have fear. They've been programmed to not have faith, to think beyond what they can see with their eyes. You're supposed to live by faith. You're supposed to walk by faith, not by sight. But too many of y'all out here walking around saying, look at my bank account. Look at the bank. Look at the debt collectors. Instead of focused on, man, doesn't it feel good to have all the money that I need to execute my goals and my dreams with the people that love me and the people that I love? Is it so challenging to do that? Why is that so challenging, Trust Christian in the Vault? We're going to talk about that. Why is that so challenging? Because you've been programmed.
Because you might be still associating with people that don't support that vision, that don't support that mission, that don't support you. And you got to separate, because the law of unity is the thing out here for all y'all. One of the more powerful universal laws is unity. What are you unifying with every day? Are you unifying with negativity? Are you unifying with drama? Are you unifying with depression? Or are you unifying with love for self? Are you unifying with appreciation for self? Are you unifying with taking action towards your goals and dreams every day? Are you unifying with getting outside of your comfort zone? Sounds a little easier said than done, trust Christian vote. No, it ain't. Because you got to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Perception is reality. Perspective is reality. What are you focused on? Minute to minute, hour to hour, second by second, day by day. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But why does it got to be hard? Is that because you got programmed that it's hard to love yourself? You got programmed to not say, oh, I could take a leap of faith and the universe got me? You want to know why you don't think the universe got you? Because you programmed to live in fear. It says fear God, right? Remember, people used to say that to trust Christian Revolt. We used to always look at them and say, nah, man, we ain't fearing nothing. We're not going to fear nothing. We have respect for it. We got a reverence for it, but we're not going to fear nothing. Because people don't understand the energy and the power in the words that they speak. They don't understand the power of it. That's like saying, what's the point of loving something? Why use the word if you're not going to honor the word? It says in the beginning was the word and God. So why not honor the word? It's so hard to honor the word though, ain't it? It ain't hard. Just because you've been programmed. How do you honor the word? You start visualizing the word. You start meditating on the word. You start contemplating on the word. What does it mean to love myself? What does it mean to love the universe? What does it mean for universal love? Everybody want to talk about that, but they living in fear. That's what they promoting. They promoting deficit. They promoting lack. Oh man, trust Christian Revolt, the government, man, they gonna go bankrupt. And the government, they gonna go out of business. Well, if the government goes out of business, what you think that's gonna mean for you and your family? Are you guys in a position of abundance? Are you all in a position of gifts and talents that you can contribute to the bankrupt government? One of the best presidents, R.I.P. Kennedy, he said, ask not what you can do for your country. Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask yourself what you can do for your country. That's a hard pill to swallow right there. Because that means you got to know thyself. You got to step up. You got to give up a little bit of entertainment and start educating yourself. You got to invest in your education. You got to take some of your quarters, knives, and nickels and dollars. Maybe skip a few vacations. Skip a few parties. Skip a few cookouts. Skip a few sporting events. Remember Dr. Bay used to do events on Sunday. He used to do class on Sunday. We was missing daggone football games. So what? Dr. Bay was doing daggone class during football hours. Oh man, can I be in class with Dr. Bay and do football and watch football too? Like you can't watch the reruns, can't watch the highlights. You ain't even playing in the game. You ain't got nothing on it. Unless you betting on other people instead of betting on yourself. It's a lot of people betting on other people instead of betting on themselves. Because it's easy to bet on others that's going to step up and make the sacrifice. Sacrifice from their friends, sacrifice from their family. You think the players from the NBA, the top players in the world, you think these guys in the NFL ain't made sacrifices to go into a daggone wedding? You think they made sacrifices to go into funerals? You're lying to yourself. Y'all don't want to hear Michael Jordan playing in the daggone game after his father passed. Y'all don't want to hear that Brett Favre played in the game after his father passed. Because Brett Favre, he's a Hall of Famer. What are you? When you going to be in the Hall of Fame for your family? When you going to be in the Hall of Fame for your bloodline? It's the perspective, though. It's the perception. That's what the reality is. What do you see for yourself? Why is it so hard to as Christian to vote? Because you've been programmed. Because you got to give up this entertainment society. Stop sitting around eating the bad foods. Eating foods that's going to make you lazy. Oh man, I got to get on the diet, trust Christian to vote. What's your perspective? What's your perception? What's your reality? Are you healthy or are you unhealthy? Here we go. One of the mentors we used to sit around, he used to say, trust Christian, success is a decision. And we used to get so pissed off with him. Because you look at him like, man, you don't know what we got to go through to get here and sit in front of you, let alone where we got to go. He says success is a decision. You got to decide minute to minute, second to second, hour to hour, day to day, that you are a winner, that you are healthy, even when you don't look like it, even when you don't feel like it. You still got to call it out because that means you got faith. But most people ain't got faith. They got fear. And Trust Christian here is to go ahead and shed light on it. Because your perception is reality. Your perspective is reality. When you're going to take the time out to say, you know what? I got to put the cell phone down. It's so addictive, Trust Christian Evolve. As soon as I get on and I start scrolling, I don't stop scrolling for 5 seconds. I keep scrolling and I keep scrolling and I tell myself I'm going to stop scrolling, but I keep scrolling because you don't understand how addictive it is. It's a program. Why you think they got it scrolling up and down? They don't got it going down to up. Or they don't got it going up to down. They got it going down to up. You don't know why that is, huh? Because they done reverse engineer success on you. Because when you think about success, you got to look at the end before you go to the beginning. You got to reverse engineer success. That's the challenging part for most people. You got to go to the end. You got to know what you want. You got to be okay with what you want. Be okay with your dreams. Be okay with your goals. Most people ain't got them, Dr. Bay said. We talked to Dr. Bay about this. Said, Dr. Bay, what's going on? He said, most people don't have a dream, Trust Christian. Most people don't have a goal. He like, what are you talking about, Dr. Bay? They might as well get up. They just want to get up every day and go push a button. They want to go and do the easy work. See, the real personal development, the real self-development is starting to live out your goals and your dreams. Do some type of entrepreneurial endeavor. You can't even sit in a room with Dr. Bay when we talk to Dr. Bay. We talked to Dr. Bay. Dr. Bay never had a job. He can't relate to you. We said, Dr. Bay. We sit around Dr. Bay one day. We said, Dr. Bay, man, Dr. Bay done had a business since he been 8 years old. 8 years old. Never had a job. He don't relate to having no job. He don't relate to clocking in with no man or no woman's last name. He don't relate to somebody else telling him what to do. Maybe that's not for you though. But if it is, it's going to be a decision. And you're going to have to get up every day and reprogram yourself. You've been programmed to do things when somebody else tell you to do them. You've been programmed. How do you get over that program? You got to have a self-development program. You got to get around people that have already done it. Trust Christian Evolve, we got a goal achieving system that Dr. Bay helped us put in place. We got a goal achieving system. We done hit our goals. Oh man, Trust Christian, you hit every goal you ever set. Hey, we hit every goal we ever set. The only difference is it just took a little bit longer sometime for some of them. But that's a guarantee. We done hit the goals now. It took a little bit longer than what we wanted. It took a little bit longer than we wanted. But we hit the goal because we had faith. Because we would wake up every day persistently and consistently, and we would visualize the goals. You don't even know what it's like to get up every day and just visualize your goals. Visualize fake conversations going on in your head. People are going to think you're crazy when you're out and about having these conversations. See, they make fun of people that do these visualization techniques because they've been programmed. But it comes down to it. When you going to visualize your future? When you going to visualize your goals? When you going to visualize your success? When you going to visualize the change in your life? When you going to visualize you being healthy? When you going to visualize yourself being a quality trustee? We came up in a pretty strict household. And our family had these three little monkeys. Some of y'all might relate to these three little monkeys. One of the monkeys, they had their eyes covered up. The other monkey covered up the mouth. And the other monkey covered up the ear. It would see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. That's the program you gotta be on. You gotta hear no evil. You gotta speak no evil. You gotta see no evil. Because it's a program. And for the individuals and the families that want to see that, they gonna get it. All you gotta do is cut on the TV or the telephone, and you're gonna see evil. All you gotta do is cut on the TV and cell phone, and you're gonna hear some evil. And all you gotta do is cut on the TV and the cell phone, and you're gonna hear people speaking some evil. Hang around people that want to speak that evil. But what it comes down to is you putting the blinders on and getting back to what, like the Dr. Bay said, you gotta focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Oh, Trust Christian involved. What you mean? We're not supposed to acknowledge that people out here, they getting things done wrong to them and this, that, and the third. Success is a decision. You gotta focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Gonna be one of the most challenging things that you do, especially if you've been programmed to fail, especially if you've been programmed to be in fear. It's just that simple. How do you get over it? You got to deprogram yourself. You got to reprogram yourself. You got to unify with something that you really want, not what you don't want. That's what it comes down to. This was an easy topic to talk about because Trust Christian involved. When we think about this workshop, we visualized this workshop, we visualized the people in the room, we visualized our speakers being successful, we visualized the families getting the gems and the jewels that they need, the information that they need, the relationships that they need. We visualized all of that. And guess what? It came true. We visualized the meeting. It came true. Did you visualize, what you going to do when you get there in the room, trustees? Did you visualize, hey, when I get there, I got to have a business card. Hey, when I get there, I got to shake some hands. Hey, when I get there, I got to be prepared with my elevator pitch. I got to be prepared with what our mission is as a family estate in case we want to partner up with another family estate. Did you visualize those conversations yet? Go ahead and start because success is a decision. So you just visualize those things. You visualize those things the night before. You visualize those things the day of the morning of the event. And you do your best. You don't make excuses. You don't say, oh, we tried. You just say, I did my best. That's all you say. We appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay this far in the episode, because this has been one of those episodes that people gonna have to play right before they go to bed, so they can say, I do need to visualize some things. How do you visualize trust Christian Vault? Do you? What if I can't see a trust Christian Vault using that word can't? But what if I'm not? What if I'm not a visual person? What if I'm a feeling person? Do you feel the success? That's part of visualization. Do you visualize it? Do hearing it? You got to hear it on the inside. Hear yourself saying something. Hear other people saying something to you. You got to program yourself to hear positive things. Things that are going to go in your favor. Oh man, I think this person's out to get me. I don't think they're here to help me. Remember, perception is reality. Perspective is reality. If you think people not here to help you, they ain't here to help you. If you think people here to help you, they here to help you. If you think you here to be of service, you here to be of service. Trust Christian Vault, what you mean? It all comes down on me? It all comes down on you, baby. It's nothing outside of yourself like that. Most of the things come from your perspective and your perception. Most of it does. That's what it comes down to. So are you visualizing? You can visualize through just by feeling things. Close your eyes and just feel it. Feel the positive feelings. What does it feel to be happy? What does it feel to be successful? Remember, and then if you say, oh man, well, how do I bring it up for something that's a future even if it never happened before? Y'all ready? Trust Christian Vault gonna drop the jewels and gems on you. You use a past event. Right before you go into the new event, you go to that past event that you've been successful. That past event where you felt love. That past event where you felt happy. The past event where you felt like you were consistent. The past event where you were persistent. The past event where you achieved success. And you feel it into existence right now. Because success is a decision. It starts with your thoughts. And your thoughts and your feelings go together. See, people say, oh, I'm logical or I'm emotional. Well, how many humans have y'all seen operate without one or the other? But everybody wants to talk about balance. But they want to say, oh, I'm more logical. If you're more logical, then you might not be able to know how to manage your emotions. So you got to know how to manage your emotions. Just like you got to learn how to manage your thoughts. Because you're not your thoughts, but you got to manage the thoughts because you become what you think about. You become what you feel. If you feel like a failure, if you feel unhealthy, you're going to be that. If you think you're successful, at one point, some success is going to come along your way. That's how it works. Trust Christian Vault, what you mean? Is success just a decision like that? Is it a feeling? Success is a feeling. You could feel your way into achieving the results you want. You could hear your way into the results you want. You could taste them too. Remember when you was thirsty and you needed some water and you knew what it's like to quench your thirst? You knew what it was like to, man, one day I just know I want to eat at that restaurant and I want to know what it's like to taste that food, and you taste it and you taste it and it tastes good. You got to remember that. And then take it into your future endeavors. All right. You could smell it. You could smell success. You could smell achievement. You could smell it. I mean, some of y'all like perfumes. So you could smell it. You know what it's like to smell something good. And you know what it's like to smell something bad. Just like you know what it's like to feel something good and feel something bad. It's all together. You're using your senses. So if you say, oh, well, it just got to be visual because you're calling it visualization, no, you got to sensorize it. That's how you get the job done. Trust Christian in the Vault. We look forward to connecting with all of you all at the workshop. Make it a point to check your emails. Bottom line, look forward to connecting with you all. It's going to be an exceptional event. It's going to be a special event to be able to connect with the families that we're connecting with, the individuals that we're connecting with. It's going to be educational. It's going to be a great networking opportunity. It's going to be a great growing and learning experience. But the perception is, are you coming there with that mindset? Coming there with that heart set? I'm here to learn something. I'm here to build. Or are you here to come and leave halfway? Because it's a lot of information. That's the difference. It's private, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you asked for. So we appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. You're now tuned into the Vault. Trust Christian, know not to control everything. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in live, listen, replay. Feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to type into the chat where you're listening live from. Feel free to share where you're coming into town from the work to the workshop. Let people know where you're coming in from. Got people coming in from Jersey. Got people coming in from New York. Got people coming in from Texas. Got people coming in from California. Got people coming in from Chicago. Got people coming in from the Midwest. Got some people coming in from California. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to serving. If you want to be what you want to be, you got to make that decision, ladies and gentlemen. You got to write it down, and you got to read it every day as soon as you wake up in the morning. It's got to be right there as soon as you brush your teeth. And it's got to be right there at night before you brush your teeth and go to bed. It's got to be right next to you in the bed when you wake up in the morning. You look over and that's the first thing you read. It's not the cell phone that you pick up. Oh man, Trust Christian, can it be my screensaver? Can it be on my cell phone? Nah. Write it down on paper and see the difference. Write it down on paper and see what you say you are every single day. State it in the I am form. I am this, I am that. I am feeling. How you feel? Mix the thought with the feeling. How you feeling about it? How do you feel about being what you say you're going to be? How do you feel about saying what you are? And know you got to look yourself in the mirror every single day and do something about it. The knowing goes with the achieving. The achieving goes with the knowing. It's not you know better and you do better. You got to do the doing with the knowing. It's not you know better, you do better. You got to do the doing with the knowing. When you know it, you got to do it. And you got to be consistent and you got to be persistent. And you got to feel good when you're doing it. Oh, do you got to feel good all the time, Trust Christian? Because, man, sometimes, it gets a little stressful. It gets a little tiring. I'm reprogramming myself. What's the feelings you associate with the thought? What's the emotions that you associate with the logic? It becomes a lot easier then when you associate the proper emotions with the logic. Success is a decision. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Look forward to seeing you at the workshop, trustees, ladies and gentlemen. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, it's Christian at trustchristian.com. No same day tickets, no pre-day sales, we're good on all of that. Look forward to seeing the people there. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, it's Christian at trustchristian.com. Peace and joy.